Hello, everyone. It's Michael Jacob with Unleashing the Tuition Secrets. So here in America, surging across the border. Why are they surging across the border? Because they're trying to destroy America. They don't have much time left. So they're doing everything that they can to destroy America in the limited time they have left. All right, this is I've said this, that the light would start to happen come around April. And we're getting very, very close to that, 2 days out. So we'll see a lot of things transpire. It's not going to be instantaneous light on everything, but the light is coming. They've done a lot of work on revealing, all the craziness that went on in the last election. And, it took them a while to get that together because there was great resistance, but they've put together some good stuff. And as they move forward to reveal all that, then things start to collapse. So that is why we're seeing this ridiculousness coming from this bankrupt former government, I guess, a corporation of the United States that is about ready to collapse that facade. The last piece of that facade is the mainstream media. As they continue the lies, as they continue to dish out all the disinformation, the MK mind control, stuff that's Mockingbird that's been going on for decades now in the US is about to come to a very rapid close. So once this really starts to unwind, it's going to be very fast. And we'll see some things that are going to transpire that's going to blow a lot of people away. So let me share the screen and just go over a few things. This is like my third show today, so been a little busy, but I had to get this stuff out. So it's entirely possible vaccine campaigns will be used for massive scale depopulation. Former Pfizer vice president. So we've been kind of hinting along this and having our sites and stuff, shut down and stuff, but this is out in the mainstream press right now. So I'm just reiterating, what a Pfizer vice president is saying. So you guys really should look carefully at some of this information, all the stuff that's coming out. So he's talking about crimes against humanity. This is madness, involves evil. So, just be heads up. Please do your homework. Please look at what's going on with this. Please wait to make a decision on whether you get that arm jab or not. All right. So there's lots of information out there for you guys to research. Some people are just not going to go with it. They've been completely obliterated in their mind control, and they're just going to go with they're emotionally immature. They're critical thinking immature. So you can't change people overnight, guys. So do what you can, but if they're hook, line, sinkered, they're going to get reeled in, and that's just what's going to happen. We just pray that it goes well for them in the long term. Rand Paul calls for more resistance to nonsense coronavirus rules. So all the states that have been opening up, like Texas and Florida and lots of other states, Republican states, not to say the Republicans are good, some of them are quite evil as well, as pretty much the entire Democratic Party, which will go away, like I've been saying. But we're also seeing Democrat states now are saying that their COVID numbers are skyrocketing. How is that possible in Texas and Florida, all these other states where they're dropping, that in a Democrat-run state, that the numbers are skyrocketing? You guys really need to start to ask yourself these questions, and you need to start looking at what's going on. Because I know in a lot of these Democrat-run states, a lot of people are running for that vaccine. So if you got the vaccine, you got that double arm jab, what's wrong? What's the problem? How is it possible that it's going up? You guys need to really look at this stuff, right? Rand Paul calls for more resistance to nonsense coronavirus rules. So again, can't reiterate that enough. Nonsense rules. It's becoming obvious. These guys try to lock us down. They thought they were going to be able to lock us down, but we've been pushing. We are winning. We're going to keep pushing until this is done. America is rising. America is coming back. We're getting this we're getting this done. And I'm so thankful to God that it wasn't done through violence. All right. We're doing it. So this is Rand Paul, who is, I believe, a doctor. I know his father is, and I think that he is too. Says, you get on a plane, and this is so true. People forget that you paid them. You pay them to harass you and insult you and say, sir, you're not eating your peanuts fast enough. Can you put your mask on in between each peanut that you eat? And then they say, oh, well, now we really protected everyone's lives. We saved lives because you only had your mask off for 10 minutes on this enclosed tube of an airplane. So this is crazy. So there's no science behind any of this, he says. You sit 3 inches from someone on the plane, and then you get off that plane, and they're like, be very careful to socially distance as you get off the plane, be 6 feet from the person in front of you. Complete nonsense. Yet we all meekly are submitting to it. It's got to stop. We got to stop doing this. We got to stop meekly, going with these guys and letting them influence us like this. So I know that in Florida, they're getting ready to have a 1 million person march and mask burning and stuff like that. This needs to happen in as many places we can do this, guys. We need to really push back on these guys. This news media is a facade, and it's getting more and more transparent. We can see right through their lives and disinformation. All right. If you want to unleash your own hidden potential with my courses, in the links down below this YouTube, you can access all my programs. There's also, if you're getting this from another site that is pirated this video, you can go to 𝙂𝙤𝙤𝙤𝙤 and get all my courses. So all my courses, all my books, lots of information that can help transform your life. Don't wait, guys. Come on, transform your life and be ready to move into this next wave of consciousness. Cargo ship drew a penis and butt before getting stuck in Suez Canal. Now, this is the New York Post. And I like the New York Post. It's very, very different from the Times, New York Times, and all these other ones that are pretty much captured MSM, rags. So it says, and this is true, because I've seen it, because I saw the pattern. I saw the ship doing all this around, and I was like, is that normal? Do ships, before they go into the canal, like burn off, fuel like that, round and round, doing patterns in the water before they get to go in? I would think they're just like, because I've been on a lot of ships, and we just kind of idle or maybe even drop anchor until we get our turn to go through and do something. So to do all this patterning, it seemed very unusual to me. So let's look at what this pattern looked like. So here it is right here. This is the pattern that they drew before they went into the Suez Canal. It's like F you up your B, we're going to this is what they do. F you up your butt, so so that leads me to believe this was total deep state maneuver. Maybe not so much the white hats, crashing this thing into the side. Maybe they actually did it on purpose. I don't know, well, maybe I do know, but we're just going to look at this like all of us do, and kind of take it all in, make our own decisions. We all have, outstanding minds. Even the people that are captured in their consciousness can look at this stuff and go, that looks like a butt and a penis. Yes, that's right. So, even non-critical thinkers can see this, right? So why would it draw that pattern? You think this is random? Think this is random, guys? Come on. So they're like in our face with this stuff. And then he high speed maneuver up the canal. I guess they're going like 12 or 13 knots, which is pretty fast. And then it just jammed the wind, rocked it. That's what they say. And anyone that says that, they're full of it. Right. I've seen a guy that talks about this and he's got a pirate ship and he shows how the wind would have blown it. And I've seen him do the same thing with that plane that I know that was crashed over Colorado, almost crashed. They blew off an engine parts. Fortunately, the pilots were pretty squared away and landed that thing. So, and then he gets on and talks about how that was normal. And it's like, it happens. And I'm like, this guy looks like CIA tool to me. So you have to really look at some of this stuff and go, okay, maybe, but probably not. All right. So probably not. The wind blew this thing into the side like that. All right. It's a big, massive mountain of a ship that, all that weight, it takes a lot to move it. So anyway, that's my thoughts on this. I mean, you guys can think what you want, do your own critical thinking and see what you come up with. But there's always these little things associated with these events. So the thing in front, that little butt shape and that little, phallic symbol shape, what else goes on? So automated alarm was offline in nursing home destroyed by deadly blaze. Deadly blaze. All right. So what's the name of this place? Evergreen. Where is it? New York. How about that? So it was destroyed around the same time this thing ran aground. The things these guys do, it's pretty funny, right? Not really. So what else? So what else is funny about all this? Well, let's ask Kamala. What's so funny? Kamala Harris's reaction after being asked if she plans to visit the border was something else. So let's listen to what she has to say.
Do you have plans to visit the border?
Not today. But
is that really her? That doesn't look like her to me, actually. I'm looking at this person, whoever this is, or whatever this is. I mean, look at it. Look closer. I mean, the profile does not look like Camel.
Do you have plans to visit?
All right. So mannerisms don't match. Kind of herky jerky, moving around. That's just nothing fits here.
Border?
not today.
I mean, is this person like, stoned and drunk? I don't know. So, I see a bunch of this stuff, guys, and I go, I don't know. It doesn't match. It doesn't really make sense to me. Like this comment here that she made. Vice President Kamala Harris tries to make a point about affordable childcare, but then cracks herself up. So what's going on here? So they're asking her about, pretty much the teachers, teachers going back to work and, teaching the kids, like in San Diego, in that area down there. Guess what they're doing? So they're on spring break, and before the kids come back, all the teachers are teaching all of the children come across the border, right? And all the children, or when they get the opportunity to come into his classroom, they're wearing their masks and stuff like that. We're not seeing any of these people coming across the border wearing masks, right? So I just saw a video where this woman was in Dallas, which is supposedly Texas is maskless, right? So in a Catholic church, this woman who's pregnant and had a baby in her arms was feeling lightheaded. She goes to the back of the church, more than 15 feet away from any other parishioner. And you can see them, they're all separated. They're in their little, like if it's a husband and wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, or brother, sister, whatever, they're sitting together, but they're super separated from everybody else. So the pews are gone and there's just chairs there. So she's all the way in the back, and she pulls her mask down because she's lightheaded. You know, she's pregnant. She's got a baby. And so the priest told her to put it back on. And she's like, hey, I'm lightheaded. And I guess she had the Eucharist in her mouth and just gotten the Eucharist. So it's okay to put the Eucharist in, but you got to put your face mask back on. All right. Pull it down and put it in your mouth. So she's in the back of the church. And so they call the cops on her. They pull her out. They pull her out of the church. So, you know, I don't know what's going on with the Catholic Church, guys, but I don't like it. I haven't liked it for a long time. You know, pedophilia, all that kind of stuff. And then they're doing stuff like this. You got to really figure out some other way to connect, please. You know, don't give these. And no one in that church came to this woman's assistance. No one. That's what's got to change. Now, if that's a group of people that decide to be masked up and social distanced and obeying when there's no need to obey like that anymore because there's no more mask mandate, that's up to them. But please let those people do that. Don't give them any more attention. Don't give them any more ability to do that and push that outside. So on others. So here she is. Kamala Harris laughs hysterically when discussing struggling parents who weren't able to send their kids to daycare.
More people are seeing that, yeah, affordable childcare is a big deal. More parents are seeing the value of educators when they had to bring their kids and said, we're not paying them nearly enough. More people are seeing.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't have my kids at school right now. Yeah, I would homeschool them. So anyway, if you guys are still sending your kids to school, you know, more power to you. Hopefully it works out good for you. Hopefully you're in a good place. But yeah, very, very disappointing some of the stuff I'm seeing out there. We have to stand up to this. We are the ones that are going to change this. You know, we can't wait on one person to show up and change everything. There's a lot of stuff that's happening on the backside. We got like aircraft carrier groups still off our coast. We have, DUMBs are being cleaned up. The people that are doing the DUMBs are being traumatized, unfortunately. They're dying down there, cleaning and clearing these DUMBs. So they're going to come to the surface here pretty soon. And they're going to start taking care of some business. Now, I promise you, I guarantee you that a lot of these evil people have been dealt with. And I've been saying that for a while. You know, they have been taken away. A lot of them have been taken away. Some of the people, some of the things, people, whatever we're seeing, clones, whatever they are, they're basically stand-ins. And that's going to be good, because once, you know, some of the horrific things start to come out that some of these people have done, we're going to be, I think we're going to be happy that they've already been taken care of, right? But there's still a lot more. There's still a lot more. So God help them once this really starts to be revealed. And I pray that things don't get out of hand, that people don't get out of hand, they keep their cool and let justice play its hand out. All right, lots of love out there. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. There's a lot of stuff out there pointing to things getting ready to turn around. I know you guys are tired of hearing that, but if you really look at things the way they're moving right now, the people that are saying that they're moving, I'm not the only one. It looks like